Hey guys, I just want to talk about when I started learning a language and my motives and stuff like that. It was way over a decade ago I started learning Chinese. But listen to this, I grabbed all the wrong resources. I went to, I think Chapters it's called, and I bought a cassette. It came with 3 cassettes and a book. And I put the cassettes on and I was repeating the phrases the best I could in Mandarin Chinese in this big book. I don't even remember what it's called. And so I would sit there and repeat these phrases in my room because I wanted to impress this Asian girl. So I'm like, I swing your jeans around. Like, swing your jeans around. So I'm like, swing your jeans around. But what they were really saying, 最近怎么样? How you been lately? 最近怎么样? 最近怎么样? Like, how are you been lately? And I'm like, swing your jeans around. Yeah, long story short, she was not impressed. And I'd be practicing on the bus. I got my headphones on, a Walkman. You remember those with the cassette tape? You put it in the Walkman, and then and I got this thing on. The Asian guy would be sitting next to me, and he'd hear me like whispering out these phrases. Swing your jeans around. And I thought, man, I got this down. This is easy peasy, And I would say to him, like, he said, "Oh, you're learning Mandarin Chinese." I'm like, "Oh yeah, swing your jeans around," and he would correct me. So, anyways, that was over and over again. He would correct me. So that was my introduction to Mandarin Chinese. I had the wrong motives, but the more I learned, I started off learning with all the wrong resources and the wrong methods. And truly, it wasn't until I actually came across Pimsleur, and I found it in the library because I went to the library to get some more resources. I didn't know you can get this stuff for free. I'll make another video on that where you get all the best resources for free. The library is definitely one of them. I mean, Pimsleur is there, and Michelle Thomas. I'll talk about that after. And then I would actually meet people in the library, and I'd be practicing my Mandarin Chinese with them, just like the basics, like 你好吗? And they're like, "Oh, 你好, 你会说中文吗? You speak Chinese, right?" And like, sure, that's all. What do I say now? And then you get the blank brain, but then they would think of stuff to say. It's just stepping out and then getting past that fear of what are they going to say? I'm going to run out of things to say. And then we actually sat there for like 5 minutes in real basic broken Mandarin where he could sort of understand what I was saying. And then once you realize that they could sort of understand what you're saying, I was hooked. I was like, man, I need to get this down. So I went through all the Pimsleur, 1, 2, and 3, and I got a little bit fluent, but not really. It was just like I could sort of start a conversation, but I would kind of depend on the other person to help me get through. So that was when I started. Someone asked me on my other channel, Voice Garden Chinese, like, how long you been learning? And I told them, well, over a decade, but it's not so much how long I've been learning for. It's how many hours have I put in. And I put in about maybe 700 to 800 hours over the last decade just learning Mandarin Chinese. And it's been mostly just passive learning through Pimsleur, which is my favorite. And I dabbled in FSI Chinese. And I did have the PDFs. I would just listen to it at work while I'm, passively tune in here and there, every now and then. And so, yeah. And that got me up to about a lower intermediate level, just passively learning. But now I have a channel called Voice Garden Chinese where I'm actively learning with a couple apps. One of them is called Immersive Chinese, which is amazing to build that solid foundation. And I'm also using Spoon-Fed Chinese. It's also an Anki deck. And I did the first 1,000 cards. And I also have these videos where I'm doing it live, where you repeat the phrases 3 times. So if you want to check out that video, you can go check it out. But yeah, that's how I started my journey learning Mandarin Chinese. And it's been a fun journey so far. And I intend to get up to a lower advanced level and then, just watch movies and stuff like that. All right. Cheers. See you guys in the next video. I'll talk about French next.